fat four, run that show. Whole ring shake when we step through ropes. Main event smoke. Who want more? Can't stop, won't stop. We the fat four. We the fat four. Chant that name. Whole card ours. We control that game. Hands in the air. Feel that roar. Can't stop, won't stop. We the fat four.
Listen here. When you're in the city of Chicago, you can bet one thing for sure is nothing less than the best in the world. And in 9 days, we have a brand new WWE champion. And the IWC called themselves wanting to crash out over it. So who better than us to facilitate said crash out? So
yeah, man.
Welcome to another episode of S4UWrestling podcast. State of the Union address of the WWE, TKO, and of course our good friends of the IWC. I am Trell. That is John.
Yes, sir.
The Tahanas of Chaos. This is JoJo. Head of security and the Queen of Gotham City, Texas, Miss La Madrina herself.
She left the Batcave. She actually left the Batcave today. She actually left the Batcave today.
Hello.
Nessa is here. Oh, wait. Let me get this out there. Let me do this here. Let me get this over here. Boom. All right. Everybody perfect. Listen, we got a loaded show because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to digest, and a lot of people to check. Yeah. But first and foremost, we got some news and rumors, and of course, unfortunately, some related injuries and whatnot. So let's get to it. Vikingo
sucks.
We were supposed to see him on NXT last week, but during rehearsals, this man tore his knee, and as of Tuesday, had successful surgery. So he's going to be out for a hot minute, couple months for sure. So it remains to be seen the next tapings of AAA. What are they going to do with the championship? So for the people who are wondering, well, guys, we just saw him on SmackDown wrestling Ray Phoenix. SmackDown was pre-taped before NXT was able to air. So that's why he looked healthy as can be. But John, your thoughts on Vikingo and what they should do with the championship?
Well, that's things. So the update is OTC and Madrina and Caribbean Mommy. He's going to be on the shelf 7 to 12, minimum 7 to 12 months.
Yep.
So
knee injury.
So they're saying it was an ACL injury. You can put two and two together with the timeline. He probably tore his ACL. And that's just a standard rehearsal. To what OTC was saying, the reason we saw him on SmackDown was because it was a double taping in Atlantic City. He was at NXT the next day after he did the match with Ray Phoenix, went through rehearsal, and injured his knee, unfortunately. As far as what they should do with the title, obviously he had just won it at Noches de los Grandes over Dr. Wagner Jr. Obviously Taker's probably gonna have something creative. Maybe they make a tournament for it or have like a gauntlet match or something. I'd like to see someone do something like that. Or does Omos try to keep the belt within El Rojo? That's gonna be something else that I'm thinking. But
I'm loving the Spanish that's coming out of you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Gracias. Omos maybe keeping in El Rojo, obviously, because we've seen he's getting this feud with Dr. Wagner Jr.'s brother, and I think they got plenty of options. I would like to see what would it be like if Mini Vikingo got
I
the
was
title.
just going to suggest that. Yep.
If Mini Vikingo got the title.
The irony.
I was
Yeah.
about to say the irony and craziness for them to pull the trigger on that little guy to have someone who's probably not even old enough to get into the club, but doesn't
Oh, he's definitely not. That
really
child
matter in
is
Mexico.
17 years old.
Listen, it don't matter in Mexico. It don't matter in Mexico. You can walk up in there and they won't say shit to you.
JT, we at least made it past 5 minutes. At least. You know what I'm saying?
See,
All I was giving this man was a compliment on his Spanish. That was it. Y'all took it a whole nother way. That's not my problem.
trying to say I was sounding like Enrique and Latin Lover over here. That's what they was trying to say. Not you, Terrell. I know you weren't saying that. That's what people want to assume. That was trying to say. It sounded like
I was gonna say you want to compare yourself to Enrique, but okay.
You say Luther. I wasn't gonna. I go to Lisa.
You
Sound like
said
I go
Enrique.
do Luther
Why are we talking
Avasar.
about
I can go Luther Avasar. You know, I go Avasar from Big Boy. Big Boy is one of Big Boys at least.
Yeah.
Avasar. You know, yeah, Trail knows. Trail knows about Avasar. Boy.
Shout out to Big Boy in the 2000s, man. Good time.
Yeah, congratulations. He was the MC today. Bone Thugs and Harmony got a star on the Walk of Fame, and he was the MC of the ceremony. So shout out.
Quick shout out to Bone Thugs, man. If you wasn't a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony, you was not a fan of music. And that's a fact. But sticking to AAA, so Nessa, I don't know if you got caught up on AAA last weekend. There was an interesting conversation between Rey Mysterio and Corey Graves on commentary when Damian Priest pretty much made his long-awaited debut in AAA. Corey Graves made a sarcastic remark and said,
But here's the thing. Is it supposed to be like BUM kind of thing? Not. I digress.
"Wow,
Really?
Okay, continue.
Wow.
Because I did watch
Anywho.
AAA last week. So continue.
Okay, cool." So he posed a sarcastic question of, "Are you going to get Bad Bunny to come to AAA?"
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio's like, "I'm working on it." And I was like, "Whoa, hold on! You're not just going to speed past that and you think no one's going to recognize it."
Mm-hmm.
Could Bad Bunny, Sir Benito himself, make his way to AAA? Yeah. I'm going to let the ladies have this one first. Nessa, how excited are you for the possibility that they can bring this Latin Grammy award-winning superstar, king of the Super Bowl, because the game was played around his concert, to AAA?
I would actually be totally here for it. Bad Bunny is one of those celebrities that he took all of it seriously. And I'm totally here for him coming back to the WWE. I think it would be definitely a extra boost that AAA is already hot right now. It's hot. Everyone's watching it. Everyone's talking about it. The stories are fire. Shout out to The Undertaker. So them bringing Bad Bunny would just give it that extra elevation, and the audience that will come and just watch just because Benito is there. You know what I mean? So I'm here for it.
And AAA is all about Latinos and Mexicanos are down there, going on. So it'd be a good fit for him down there. Jojo, would Bad Bunny get you to watch AAA a little bit more? Not saying that you don't, but I'm just saying. Just make it a question.
Listen, after the clips that I have seen, yeah, I would.
Yeah. John, how cool would it be if Benito reunites with Damian Priest and go after the AAA tag team titles?
Dude.
Or have Bad Bunny go after a singles title?
If Bad Bunny shows up to AAA, and I think he's showing, and I told you this morning, I think they're pulling this. They're saving this for Triple Mania in Vegas.
Vanessa, I heard it too. Chill out.
I think
What? No, that
I
no.
think if this is real, and I think it's real, I think they're going to try to get Bad Bunny for Triple Mania. I don't know if they get him for both nights, but they definitely get him for the night they're in Vegas.
That would be good.
Friday. Yeah.
That would even give it more
reasons. It's gonna be a sold out show, and if I know them, they're probably gonna make an announcement that he's gonna be there to sell out more tickets to the show. Because leaving it as a surprise, that's a gamble. But this is one I'll be okay with announcing it early because it's Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying?
I also
imagine
think
Bad Bunny does. Imagine Bad Bunny does a concert there and the Toxicas come out anyway.
Why would you do that? But another thing I was thinking, if they obviously, do you need a strong build for Bad Bunny since they're a tape show? Could he just pull up to say, some show in the United States, say Texas, just 2 weeks before Triple Mania, when NXT and AAA are doing their show in Texas, August 30th? Or do you need, obviously, you want him on AAA TV, but do you need him at any of those tapings in Mexico?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
If anything, do like one of those video vignettes, or have him do have him speak via video package, and then, have him talking about AAA, blah blah blah, and I would see for Triple Mania. That's how I would do it. Mm-hmm. Then you have people talking like, "Oh shit, he's gonna be there." So, because if you're gonna have some big heavy hitters, don't have him show up on TV tapings. That's why you don't really see Dominic Mysterio there. You only see him on live AAA events. You hardly ever see that man on tapings unless it's video.
I agree.
He does tapings for AAA. He even did when he got his concussion. He literally filmed 2 different segments for him. That's why he looked all out of it.
Like he was there in person?
Yeah. When they taped double that night that he got his concussion and split his head.
Oh yeah.
So they taped while he was there. So he does tapings.
Because I'm anxious to see what they're gonna do with that Mega Championship, since El Grande has his hands full
Purposely
with the pedals. But I have a question. John knows where I'm going to go
roll
with
your
this.
R's a little more because it just sounded like you said it. The farts.
Pero.
Thank you.
Perros.
Perros de mal.
Perros del mar. Anywho, but John
Again,
knows
that's purposely though.
Try.
John knows where I'm about to go with this. So this question is for the ladies of the panel. Have y'all ever seen Beverly Hills 90210?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all remember Dylan, right? That was played by Luke Perry.
Yes.
RIP. All right. So his son, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, was in the news recently because he signed with AEW. He's been stalling, haven't said nothing, leaving Tony Khan waiting. But as of 30 minutes ago,
tonight,
it was announced on AEW that Jack Perry indeed re-signed with AEW because his goal is to be champion. And speaking of champion, shout out to Kenny Omega, who is now the new AEW World Champion. But anywho,
wow.
Yes. I just saw that on my timeline.
Congrats, Kenny.
Shout out to the greatest combat machine in all professional wrestling.
You know what? Thank you to the group chat that added me that has caught me up on this.
Kenny Omega.
This is 2,000 messages in less than 20 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Omega's back.
those wrestling chats stay hot. And I'm
I
just
will
like, too much
Yeah.
I'll be watching that in the morning.
overloading.
Shout out to
That's why-
Final Pro Mania.
That's why I'm always because they just bloop, 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 bloop. It's hard to catch up. You have to
Listen,
go
my
all the
my
way
thing
back.
is, but congratulations, sir.
Yeah. But shout out to Kenny. So now we get Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay at All In Wembley. That's going to be a hell of a battle.
Wow.
But John, your thoughts on Jack Perry? Did you think he was going to make a move, or you already knew he was going to resign?
I think he was just stalling out. 'Cause I think a lot of this probably had to do with what was going on with Anna Jay's contract too. For those who know, Anna Jay is fiance, wrestler for AEW, teams with Ty Mello. She was former member of the Jericho
Cakes on top of cakes.
Yes, former member of the Jericho Appreciation Society. I think a lot of it had to deal with what was her situation. So, but now we know that Jack's not going anywhere, and I didn't think he was going anywhere. I think it just was making sure the house was in order, and now it's official. He would have been the.
All right.
I mean, he's really found himself over the last few years, and I'm glad for him.
Yeah. He's one of the pillars that hasn't yet touched the gold because I don't think
Yes.
Sammy Guevara is going to go anywhere near a championship. So that sucks.
Yeah,
but sometimes you do it to yourself.
yeah.
But
Yeah, no.
speaking of someone who is not probably going to touch gold ever again in WWE, that is the news that came out this week that Sheamus is set to the. I know, JoJo, you just got here.
Listen, words out of my mouth right there. I just got
he is set to depart if he has not departed already from WWE. Because once again, WWE and TKO have tried to restructure his contract. And of course, like any vet, he said hell no immediately. So
Bullshit.
which made sense on that not rumor, but that interview way back when Gunther said that he wanted to retire Sheamus. So I'm guessing that's something they would have led up to, but somebody cracked his skull wide open in his home gym. So not only that he's injured again, this is a perfect time for business people like, I'm not going to resign you now. And we don't know how long ago this conversation that they had with WWE and Sheamus on restructuring that contract. So it sucks because this man will not get his proper send-off as he well deserved for the career that he's
deserved
had in WWE. So, John, your thoughts on the career of Sheamus?
He had a great career. When he came to the scene, obviously in the revised version of ECW, you knew he was different. Obviously, you see this paley white dude, but he was a monster. I'm like, heck, where this dude come from? But he made an impact, and quickly they saw, was like, we gotta get this dude on Monday or Friday nights, and clearly they put him on Raw. And how many dudes can say their first championship they beat John Cena? And that was because
very few.
And Jesse, and I shout out to Jesse Ventura because that was that night he wanted to give a lot of new blood a shot. He put on that battle royal where you to superstars who never ever had a shot at the WWE Championship, and Sheamus won. Then he went on to beat Cena in a tables match, and he held the belt. He held the belt for a good win, and obviously, he beat him. He had a match with Orton. His matches with Randy Orton. Obviously, we ain't even gotta talk about all the matches he had with Drew McIntyre. But it was
best friends, by the way.
Yeah, but it was something recently about those matches with Gunther that we saw some old school Sheamus even in this twilight of his career. The Celtic Warrior workouts. I hate to see it go, but I'm not surprised. We saw it with the New Day, and if you're going to see this is going to be a repeating cycle, unfortunately. What's up, Dalton? But I tell people, TKO is moving like a sports league now. And until you unionize, like we talked about months ago, this is going to be the new norm. Unless you are a veteran who is producing and bringing big bucks, they're going to feel you're expendable.
I don't even think it matters if you're a veteran that's constantly on television. They feel like they want to restructure your contract.
Yeah, yeah. Look at the New Day. Look at the New Day.
Yeah, Nessa, you're Sheamus was definitely a big part of your era in wrestling. So, your thoughts on the great career of Sheamus?
Nope, because I was mad when I saw that.
She
Nope.
said, "No,
I mean, he obviously hasn't been. He's been injured. He came back. He's been, so business wise, it makes sense. It makes sense. But
yeah,
Sheamus is that type of wrestler where it's like we don't want to see him go because
yeah,
he can put on those matches. He can be the top star if you book him correctly. If you're just gonna leave him in some
Agreed.
horrible story or keep him in catering, obviously he's not gonna be worth anything to you.
Nope.
At all, at all. Jojo, you got anything you want to
Oh,
add
please
to it?
continue. Sheamus, please continue your workout videos with all the superstars because I love them to death. Okay?
Yes,
Don't
yes.
stop those.
yes,
Continue giving me Stephanie, please.
yes. I was gonna say that too. Everyone's
He already did one with
beating me to the
Stephanie.
punch today.
I want more.
Oh, was it he
I know
already
she said more.
You never have enough. It's funny because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with JT. They need a union real bad because they're just cutting people from the roster. They're trying to with everyone's money. Like,
Mhm.
Don't play with people.
and I really truly think about it. You are this top star. Even if you was happy birthday, Jody! Happy birthday, Jody!
That's right. Jody
Happy
Joe's
birthday,
today.
Jody.
Dang.
John, hit the DJ noise.
Sapo verde to you.
Uh-oh.
But why would you think that they would be okay with taking a pay cut? Why?
Seriously. I agree.
They done made all this money for this company. They done all these things, and you think they're gonna be okay with taking a pay cut? No, not at all.
Mm-mm. And this is why we said months ago they should be unionized for something like this, where they could be well protected for moments like this. And I agree with JoJo. We need more of those Celtic workout videos because now that he's going to be possibly going to the Indies and maybe AEW, ain't no telling who else is going to pull up to his gym. You might get Mercedes in the gym. You might get Megan Bain. Oh, please put Megan in. Anyway, you might get Megan Bain. You might get somebody from the Indies. You never know. Maybe someone from the dungeon might pull up there. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a shame that we didn't get to see Sheamus complete the Grand Slam.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer.
He was a one title away from doing that, which was the Intercontinental Championship, which he was so close to doing, and yet WWE, prelude to later, failed to write that in to have this man win an Intercontinental Championship, which is a crime in itself.
Right.
So
Sheamus was robbed.
So-
Yes, robbed.
Archbishop Trevor, new subscriber, Archbishop Trevor says Sheamus was robbed.
Hey, hit the button.
yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
A lemon pepper pound cake. Oh, my bad.
I heard pound, but anyway,
And cake.
So everyone
Pepper
just
pound
missed the
cake. Is
lemon
that what-
pepper.
is that what
I was just
Trick
like,
Williams
everyone just missed the lemon pepper part.
Is that what Trick Williams
There
and
was
Lash
lemon
Legend
pepper?
are doing on their honeymoon?
I don't know, but
probably
this is a
Probably.
lemon pepper pound cake on
My bad.
my screen right now.
that's probably a new move they called it. Anyway,
Oh,
Yeah, he was whipping that trick.
I know. Never mind. I'm about to
Lemon
say.
pepper-
I know
lemon
I'm
pepper-
gonna this look.
lemon pepper pound town. But anyway,
I know exactly who was taking it too.
Oh, that's funny. Lemon pepper pounding.
But
Mm.
I said pound.
They were grinding peppers. Let me stop.
Yeah, I love the bar too. The bar.
Oh, him
the
and
bar was
Cesaro together
bar was
was
epic.
Yeah,
the best. The best.
Funny
I mean,
how they came
they
together
went.
is
They went a
crazy.
seven. They went
I
a
also
7-game series.
I was
match
digging
series.
his Peaky Blinders, him in the
Shout
Peaky
out to
Blinder era.
Oh,
Shout
Ooh,
out to Yo. JoJo Love's got Fire Pro Wrestling in the building. Shout out.
Speaking of, welcome,
hello.
welcome. Shout out to JoJo. Always doing the Lord's work. Anyway, but well, shall we get started?
Ladies and fellow Americans.
Easy, Obama.
Ladies and
But
gentlemen, my fellow Americans, it is time.
my fellow WWE universe fans of WWE, fans of wrestling, and to the suits of TKO and WWE, as Big Mama always says, can we talk?
fuck no. Okay, my bad.
God bless America.
Listen, I don't even. At least we know at least we know he had sexual relations with that young lady. Ain't the right job.
Yeah, I was up all night too.
We know.
Oh, my bad.
No, you know.
And
if you know, you know.
yeah, and shout out to the OG homie Sloan too. Anyway,
Hi, Sloan.
What up,
I
Sloan?
apologize for whatever you heard that night.
no, she didn't.
Actually, I don't. You're welcome.
No, there were certain things that were too loud to be even heard. It's okay.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I hate this man. Listen, we got so much to talk about. Where do we start? I know. Let's start with the recent and former WWE champion,
Samuel.
So rewind real quick, history lesson. Back in NXT, Sami Zayn won the NXT title, got beat up for his troubles, and then on his very first title defense, loses to Kevin Owens. Man never touched the title again.
Come back, KO.
Seriously. Fast forward 10 plus years later, no one really cared about Sami Zayn individually until it was time to face Cody Rhodes. And all of a sudden, they wanted to become ride or die Sami Zayn fans in spite of Cody Rhodes. Then he loses said championship in a matter of 9 days, which he beats the Miz's record, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. And then everyone wanted to so-called crash out over Sami Zayn losing his championship in 9 days. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Like I said before, outside of WrestleMania 39 when he won the main event with KO, no one really gave a crap about Sami Zayn at all. This man's been a underdog for a better part of 15 years.
Yes, sir.
No one cared. But you had a guy like LA Knight on your roster who has been relevant for 3 years, which, by the way, it's hard to do in this business to be that relevant and that hot 3 years straight and never hold a championship.
Well, he was United States Championship. He did hold that.
The big one, I mean.
I know, but I'm just saying. But
they gave him the United States Championship so people like us would shut up. Nah, as LA Knight would say.
And never will.
And it's crazy because Seth Rollins, Booker T, John Cena, all saying that this man will have his moment. Booker T said he should have his moment soon. sooner rather than later before he hits expiration date. Because let's be honest, the man is in his mid-40s.
We got a question before we continue the commentary. It's from Archbishop Trev. Which suffered the worst robbery? Sammy losing the belt or Sheamus not getting the Intercontinental title?
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Easy.
Easy. Sheamus.
Why was that easy? Because everybody and their mama who knows wrestling knows that Sami Zayn was not going to make it to SummerSlam. Ain't no way in hell he was. They gave it to him for a feel-good moment because he didn't win the Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania next year is in Saudi, and he is not main eventing no WrestleMania from the World Championship.
That's right.
So people are trying to crash out. Why? I had him losing at Madison Square Garden, but once they announced that he was going to be in Chicago, I knew that man was not walking out of Monday Night Raw. You're in the hometown of one Mr. Goodfield, king of all Pepsis, CM Punk. Which, by the way, shout out to CM Punk because that gave John a one night only, possibly for the final time on Monday nights, karaoke.
That was a farewell. That was the farewell tour. That was the farewell tour, ladies and gentlemen.
But John, your thoughts on Sami Zayn barely making 2 weeks?
Ladies and gentlemen,
the fans want to be crashing out, and of course, Sammy himself locked and loaded and ready to crash out.
So shout out to Wood Harris, above the rim Motal, aka Avon Barksdale. He ain't finna pull no Avon Barksdale type moves. You ain't Stringer Bell, you ain't D'Angelo, you ain't Bodie, you hate to say this, Nessa, cover your ears. You ended up like Wallace. I say cover your ears because Wallace was Michael B. Jordan on The Wire, and we all know what happened to Wallace. Let's be clear. This and I'm gonna quote my brother Matt from That's Freaking Wrestling. Shout out. He wasn't here for a long time. He was here for a fun time. And this is exactly what those last 9 days was for Sami Zayn. Cruising through Montreal with the belt, playing on the swings with it with your son, having coffee with it, to troll Cody Rhodes on his birthday. This is why Jey Uso loves Sami Zayn so much. But this was not going to be a long time. This would have been over by SummerSlam. If you listen to me and Trail, we might have been over by Saturday night's main event. If rumors were true, what's been circulated, now they're shooting it down, but I don't think but had this not happened in the Windy City, in the city of the man, the shirt of the man I'm wearing, it was going to be either 2 or 3 weeks later, and Sami Zayn his reign would have been over. So cry me a river about everyone mad that Sammy got screwed. No, he did not. He was a two-time United States champion, 2-time Intercontinental champion, main evented for WrestleMania, where Sami Zayn had such a unfair career that Triple H and WWE has given him. How many people who say they main evented WrestleMania?
How many tag team matches have main evented WrestleMania?
Exactly. How many people say they ended a record-setting reign at WrestleMania? That's what he did, and we were there when him and KO beat the Usos.
Best night.
How many people can say they ended 2 record-setting reigns in back-to-back WrestleManias?
True.
That is Sami Zayn, because the following year, he ended Gunther's reign as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in WWE history. So let's not get a little bit emotional because he had a 9-day reign. He's still a Hall of Famer. He is still loved in that locker room. He is still loved by the company. And we're just now going to, and his best work is still yet to come. And it doesn't need a championship to do it.
True. JoJo, your thoughts on the shock of the night on Monday?
It wasn't a shock.
I know.
It wasn't a shock. Like we I think we mentioned it before, the fact that it's in Chicago We weren't expecting this man to be back. Plus, there was, like whispers of him somewhere popping up. Okay, yeah, okay. Him taking that title. Listen, what was it that Nessa said about having your best friend? That man was swinging that title on a swing, for God's sake. He was taking it on road trips. You only got 1 week. 1 week and 2 days.
Going on a road
And
trip.
it's funny because I'm not surprised because when you do that much trolling and that much pettiness in a week, that should already let you know this man was not making it midsummer. Like that should have been a clue. And it's like just a few weeks ago, everyone was saying get Sami Zayn on my TV. I'm tired of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is all he does is whine and bitch, moan and blah blah. He takes the title off of Cody. All of a sudden, he's the greatest guy that ever lived, the greatest mid carder that ever lived, and then he loses to like the man that basically left breadcrumbs after this past WrestleMania when he told Cody, "You never know how championship opportunities just come falling out of the sky." What happened? Cody got taken out. It's in his city. There you go. So chill out, people. You're not fooling us pretending to care that Sami Zayn had a 9-day tolerate. That's as the homies always say every week. Stop the cap. But unfortunately, Nessa's not here at the moment, so I'll just revert this question to JoJo because she definitely has a vested interest in this next topic of the State of the Union. Usually, when a champion is injured and they can't defend their title, they usually strip it, right? They usually vacate it, hold a tournament, hold a series of matches, right?
Yeah.
It is now approaching mid-July. JoJo, where's mommy?
The hell I know.
This woman, not her fault, obviously, has not defended the championship, has not been seen on T since Clash in Italy when she defeated Jade Cargill to retain her women's championship. So over that European tour, she suffered an apparent knee injury. No one's talking about it. No one's speculating on it. And SummerSlam.
What's the update? Are we gonna get her back? Is she gonna make an appearance, or what? How bad is the injury? Does it need surgery? Hello, give us something.
SummerSlam is less than 3 weeks. SummerSlam is less than 3 weeks away, and we don't have a championship match for the women's WWE Championship. Which this is what me and Nessa were complaining about multiple times. WWE fails to have a backup plan when their champion gets hurt.
And listen, I love me some mommy. If you know me, I do. But rules apply to all. As much as I want to be sitting here like she can, rules apply to all. If I say it about one, I'm going to say it about the other. Mommy still needs to defend her title. If not, listen, we need to put the titles on someone that can actively do something with it.
Exactly. Nessa, your thoughts before I go with a theory of what they should have done, because I know you've been chomping at the bit on this topic for the past 7 days.
Yeah, because everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say. But when it comes to Rhea Ripley, ain't nobody got something. Oh, everybody quiet at this point. Oh, she good. We good. No. If she's injured, and it's not the first time she's been injured and relinquished the title. So if she is seriously injured, then she needs to relinquish the title. I'm sorry.
If that was the case, we should have just kept it on Naomi. And then when she came back, she gonna come out with a baby in one hand and the title in the other, and she gonna be like, "Now who's ready for this sucker?"
So my theory with this can either be that she's seriously injured, and we just haven't got any update, or she was injured and is okay, and then is gonna make an appearance, a dramatic appearance, and that's why nothing has been said.
This is one hell of a dramatic.
It wouldn't be the first time that
What, 2 months?
done that. Yeah.
2 months. They could have had that title could have been defended at Night of Champions. To be honest with you,
It sure can,
So-
and it sure could have.
before I get John's thoughts, I'm gonna say this: the Queen of the Ring was a prime opportunity to possibly crown a new women's champion. They could have did this 2 ways. Io could have just won the Queen of the Ring, and then they would have held some type of tournament or a series of matches or whatever to crown a new women's champion, and then that person faces Io. Or they could have built up to the possibility of Liv wanting to take it all, as what it looked like, had the Queen of the Ring finals be for the women's WWE championship, have Io win that championship, take it to SmackDown, and then whenever Rhea Ripley shows up, that's your feed
I
right
want my
there.
title
Rhea
back.
Ripley still has exactly, and if that's the end goal to get Rhea and Liv at Crown Jewel, yes, unfortunately, Io would probably have to be the sacrificial lamb, or she still goes 0 for 15 or whatever against Io, and we get Io and Liv
For Crown Jewel.
Morgan at Crown Jewel for the ring. That was an easy fix they could have did on SmackDown, and they could even book that. So now we don't have a women's champion. We don't have a women's title match. You got JC Jane waiting for her title shot because I'm pretty sure she's going to get one. So what do? John, what does Triple H do on Friday?
It's been a month. Well, 6 weeks. Probably going on 6 weeks. We're not going past summer. We're not going to have a SummerSlam without a women's championship match. But this is where WWE put themselves in a hole. When you have these long title reigns, do you not think Roman Reigns wasn't healthy 100% those 4 years? Do you think Cody wasn't healthy those 4 years? Bianca? Becky? This is what happens when we want these long, drawn-out title reigns because we don't want to build new talent. We don't want our favorites to be dethroned. So this is par for the course. In regards to Rhea, I think if she's injured, if she's injured, she's hurt. I think it's more so she's hurt. Because I think if she was injured, like we saw when she had to drop the title after 40, it would have been done. They're like, okay, you're not defending the title at Night of Champions anyway. Let's let you ice up and let's get ready for SummerSlam. It wouldn't shock me if we see her surprisingly in Oklahoma City Friday night or next week in Madison Square Garden because she's still being advertised for Fanatics Fest. And that Fanatics Fest is also going to be the SummerSlam kickoff. We'll know something. The rubber will meet the road within the next 10 days.
My thing is, if that's the case, if they just having her, when Dominic Mysterio was injured, we still saw him on TV.
But here's why. Let me explain why. What was the last real reign storyline female-wise we had where it wasn't centered around the women's championship?
The offering play.
Wasn't it the Big Three era?
Exactly. What is the storyline everybody's looking forward to as in the women's division going into SummerSlam right now?
That's no excuse to not have a championship.
Let me explain.
This could be a gateway to have Charlotte win 15.
I know what you're saying, but let me explain. Let me hear me out.
All right.
If you They've had a problem with building winning storylines that aren't centered around championships.
This is true.
So the moment Rhea Ripley drops the title, what you think everyone's going to say? Go put it on Charlotte Flair. Go put it back on Jade. They won't be saying JC Jane. They won't be saying Alexa Bliss, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green. They're going to say, give it back to the same old, same old. This is the time right now while Rhea is icing up to build storylines for the women's division without gold on the line. Because the moment you put gold, the moment she vacates that title, everyone's going to be like, Jade and Charlotte for the women's title at SummerSlam. It's so typical.
Exactly. That's how I was mentioning. That's how I was mentioning JC's name, because she was targeting Rhea Ripley when she arrived on the scene.
Exactly.
With Fatal Influence. So
right, and what is happening with Fatal Influence in the next 10 days?
They're challenging for the tag team titles, which they probably might win.
Please.
Boom. And
I love you,
Jane was looking like she will be facing Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. And if y'all thought people were crashing out when she beat Stephanie Valkyrie, wait till the moment if they pulled the trigger on her versus Rhea Ripley, boy, y'all get the earplugs ready.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut at that time.
I'm not opposed to JC. I want JC Jane to arrive on the scene. Look at the success rate of the NXT call-ups in 2026. 2025 to 2026, Stephanie, Trick, they're all winning championships. So, or thrusted in the big time limelight.
Thank you, Neil.
So
that's why
I got 50 cents right now next to me. That's all I got.
I think by the time we get to the Garden next Saturday, we will have a solution to what's going on with the women's title. Either Rhea's going because, and another reason why why Rhea's so ghost. This adds to the mystique of Jade, because what's Jade been bragging about? I put Rhea Ripley on the shelf.
I'm not mad at the idea. I just hate that the championship is held hostage in the middle of this.
I agree.
If that's the plan,
I agree. And my final point before you go to the next topic,
you could.
The final point, and I'll get back to you for the next topic. Say if she did that, she relinquished the title, which we went against, because you want to have your gold seen on TV. Now the whispers are going to be about Rhea. 2 out of the last 3 Manias, you haven't made it past. You haven't made it past the first month after Mania. Are you injury prone now? The whispers.
And for you to be the top star of the division, that's a slippery slope to be part of that conversation.
That's right.
Now, there's another theory that could be possible. And I'm actually hoping that's what it is, even though some people will be kind of like, no. What if, because she has been actively trying, what if her and Buddy finally made a baby?
Then that title should have been for some time ago.
And really, truly think about it. If she was injured, we would have gotten some kind of update by now. She injured her shoulder. She injured her knee, ankle, whatever. Her toe, for God's sakes. So what
and I think if it's true, they'll do just like they did with Bianca and Naomi.
What if she's pregnant? Because she had been in interviews stating that she wants a family and that she had been actively trying, which is why she also lost some of her muscle weight and was losing weight. And
I mean, like I said, they should have relinquished that the moment she found out she was. Why are they waiting?
And I've seen that discussion happen all over the place. As soon as that doesn't just go for her, that goes for every single one. Soon as they get hurt, let's see first how serious it is. If it's that serious, in that week, I'm gonna need you to drop it. I give you 7 days. And that's me being nice.
and then if she does, you can add her to the list of if you ever have a triple threat match that has Io Sky in it.
No, they said with Io Sky, Io Sky and Rhea, but
You want
she relinquished.
somebody
Okay,
winds
so
up having a
let's
baby.
go back. Let's go back to the summer lived on 2024. She was only out for 2 months, but she still relinquished the title.
Exactly. So maybe it is a dramatic effect, like you said, Nelson. Maybe they're waiting on it.
Dramatic.
Like I
Which
said,
Because she was out. She literally hurt her shoulder and was out for 2 months and then came back before SummerSlam. So
when the Fanatics Fest is next
here's
weekend,
the tricky part, though. Yeah, and here's the tricky part, though. If that's the case, why you build this Charlotte versus Jade so heavy? That's gonna be the marquee match of SummerSlam from how they building towards it. They both screwed each other out of championship opportunities. And I agree with that. They don't want to drop it from. They don't want her to drop it because she's who else are they gonna have right now? And if they want to pull lightning in the bottle, make Jason Jane champ. Make
What
this
up,
a fatal influence. Shout out to the NXT rookies, but we shall see. Hopefully she's all right, but WWE, they need to do a better job at having plans A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Y, Z. Because
I feel like the same thing with Liv. You're literally banking on Stephanie Valkyrie to come back in order for her to be challenged for her, for her title. You could have had so many opportunities before, Queen of the Ring. So
what if they hold some type of battle royal or gauntlet match and they move Stephanie to SmackDown? And you have Stephanie. Maybe you have Stephanie and JC Jane in the finals or the final two, or however they play it, to relive that NXT feud that they had. And you have Stephanie win the women's championship. We can possibly get Stephanie and Rhea whenever she gets back, which I am all for.
yes.
So hopefully that's the case. If she can't go, give me Stephanie. I take Stephanie on a Friday night.
I bet you would.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wait, what?
Yeah.
My bad. All right, so another topic, which is an irritating one. This is the State of the Union address, which is directed at the IWC. And JoJo had requested to take lead on this one.
Oh.
If you have been living under a rock, it's all over social media. They're making a big deal over it.
Oh boy, now I know where we're going.
Jey Uso and his wife have filed for divorce. Well, his wife has filed for divorce after 12 years of marriage. And everybody and their mama who don't know what's going on got something to say and are attacking people they ain't got no business attacking. JoJo. Let JoJo handle that one. JoJo?
They're attacking everybody. Am I allowed to come?
Am I allowed to
Mic is on.
I'm all the.
Listen, all I gotta say, but after this, I'm gonna say some more. Mind your motherfucking business, okay? Mind your business. Touch your nose. Thank you. I had a discussion. JB playing all his life. All his life. He came out the womb playing. I had a discussion with Nessa about this briefly. They could have been separated for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Divorce takes, as Nessa pointed out, a good year or at least a year.
You have to be legally separated in order to finalize a divorce for a whole year. And then after that, if you want to continue with the divorce, you have to then process it. And then that takes another 6 months to be officially finalized. The only time it's a speedy process if it's something life or death. Other than that, it's a year process. And then you go from there. So it's almost a 2-year process to get a divorce, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless you got that Cardi B money.
Not even.
No.
They divorced quick.
They tell you that. But look at them fighting in the streets. There ain't no way I'm going to... If I'm divorced from your ass, please stay away from my ass.
And here's my... Well, you know what? I'll let JoJo finish before I go. So, go for it.
And that also depends on a year separated. Now, what if somebody is not happy with the terms and conditions of what they're getting of said marriage? Mm-hmm. Here's more of a process in the courts to fight to get said stuff. Mm-hmm. She makes money. You don't think she's not there? She's been there for so long. You don't think I've been there with you days that you weren't home with the kids? I want some of that money. I want part of that house, if not a bigger house. I'm not trying to say that she's like that. We don't know the situation. Speculation. You never know what's going on. Now, as if y'all know how I feel about Jey Uso, you know how I feel about the next person I'm about to mention that goes along with this person, Miss Jada Parker. Leave that woman alone. If that man wants to be with that woman, let her be with that woman. That makes my tongue itch. Let her be with that woman. He's finding happiness. Once again, you don't know what the situation was between these two people. Mm-hmm. Married. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He found love. It could have been that she did something and he calling it quits. And he found happiness finally. You know what? Good on you, Jey Uso. I've got the videos and pictures to prove us that, listen, I don't blame you. I would.
You saw she was looking on NXT? God, Lord. I
think I'm done now.
and also, for the people who want to jump on the homewrecker bandwagon, trying to label this woman as a homewrecker.
Connections. What kind of connections are we talking about? Like the bad connections?
I don't know.
I'm just asking.
But for them to want to jump on her and say she's a homewrecker, or they're online saying Jay's leaving his wife for that. First of all, when Nessa sent me that post talking about he left his wife for that, who are you calling that?
Because in the words of what Jay says, because she's that bitch. That's why. And you know what? As much as it irks her, yeah, I'm saying it for her.
His wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, ain't ugly. Nope. Jada Parker damn sure ain't ugly. So it's not even a downgrade. You can either consider it an upgrade, not really, respectfully, or he just leveled up to somebody else. Because you don't think when Jada Parker and Jey Uso agreed to start dating, you don't think that this man sat there and told her what the situation is with his wife? That's the first thing you do is like, listen, I'm married, but we're separated. We're working on a divorce. You think that woman's going to sit there and be like, I don't care if you're married. I'll date you anyway. Like, come on now.
I mean,
some women are like that. I get it.
I mean,
some are like that. I knew one. Anyway,
Fuck
but
you.
but if you know, you know. But in all seriousness, though, they had to have that conversation. Like, there's no way this woman's gonna personally be a homewrecker. And 9 times out of 10, the best relationships is you're better off having a relationship at work, because like JoJo was saying, you're on the road for years and years and years. This man's been trying to get paid to take care of his kids, put them in colleges and all that stuff. So this man's been nothing but a great father. So we don't know the reason. Like everyone is saying, we don't know the reason why they're getting divorced. Maybe they was holding out hope. Jay was like, "Nah, I'm good." Found his boo, and she's like, "Well, shit, I guess this is it."
I'm glad you said that. So glad you said that, because again, they put after 12 years of marriage, right? They was high school sweethearts, blah 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 blah. Go back to my previous statement. You have to legally be separated for 1 year. So we've seen this man in and out of this relationship, right? According to social media, that he's been seen with Jada Parker for off and on for a few years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But then they stop. Then it goes dead.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we don't know. This is all speculation. He could have easily tried to work some stuff out with his wife, gone back to the relationship, which is why they're barely filing divorce, because it wasn't a whole the process was not finished. And it finally was like one of them or the both of them were like, you know what? It's not working out. We can't do this. Put the papers in. And it's been over a year. So now we can start the process.
Question. You said that divorce processes takes over a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
To JoJo's point that she was making before, how long has Jey Uso been wilding out outside?
Exactly.
That
a
man,
little over a year, almost 2 years, right? This man's been wilding out.
Exactly.
Prior to that, you've never seen Jey Uso outside like that unless he's with his brothers.
and I wish I would have caught him that one time in Orlando.
Other than that, he's with his kid. He's been with his kid. If you remember, when he won the World Heavyweight Championship, you always, leading up to that match, you only saw him with his son. He wasn't wilding out. But then lately, this man has been outside. He's winning tag team titles with Cody. And that press conference, the press conference of a decade. Yeah.
Do you understand him, sir?
But do you feel him? I want you to feel him.
You feel me?
Are you feeling him, sir?
I'm glad JoJo wasn't at that press conference.
Jesus, that was hilarious. That night was hilarious.
That entire conference was everything. We had a few libations.
Yep.
Few. You know what?
I was like,
man, y'all down that bottle since y'all got in there.
I was like, please don't get in trouble. Please don't get in trouble. Please don't get in trouble.
I was like, thank God they're on the nightmare bus. The good thing they're on the nightmare bus, because good God, they're not needing this Negro or driving around wherever the heck that pay-per-view was. I can't even remember. But Jesus Christ.
The last thing any of the Usos need is another DUI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, we need them here.
The moral of the goddamn story is mind your fucking business.
Yes.
You are not laying in this man's bed. You are not paying this man's bills. You are not carrying his children. You are not taking care of his children. And you are not sleeping with Jada. You're not, again, you ain't paying her bills.
Damn.
You ain't doing, so mind your business.
I mean,
I wish I was, though.
Can I do some of those things? Some of those things, though.
Seriously, can we cause some? Can the Terror Twins cause some terror in Florida? One takes one and one takes the other.
I'm a little selfish. I'm taking both.
Oh, now you want Jada Parker? Oh.
I ain't never listen.
Okay.
I said what I said when I said you can have him one day, of the week, or a couple of days of the week. I take him the other.
Hey, whoa! We're not scratching that one. Hold on. Let him. Natty, if you listening, dungeon sparring session, Jada Parker, Mrs. JoJo.
Oh, and for all of y'all, and I want y'all to logically think this. For all of y'all talking about Natty, you could take the thing off her face and this and that and this and that. You guys know that she's in a feud with Jada Parker right now, right? So her showing that she was at the dungeon doesn't really help the story. So that's why her face is covered. And y'all just assumed it was because of Jay. So
Shout out to the leaker.
there's that.
Once again, mind your motherfucking business.
Seriously, please and thank you, because I've seen Jada Parker go off on promos, but usually when she does personal posts, it's usually she's more calmer, because she got baptized and all that stuff. So she's very heavy in religion. But that little clip I seen her going off using the F-bomb and stuff like that, y'all are pushing this woman to their breaking point. You're pushing these superstars to their breaking point that they either have to block their Twitter or deactivate their Twitter.
I want people to go and be in y'all's business and see how you feel about it.
Here we go.
But before we get into the IWC thing, we got one more WWE thing to take care of that I almost forgot about. What was the reason for this?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I'll go last.
That could mean multiple things.
No, because
all right, so
I understand that he's y'all's favorite. I understand that he's this. I'm totally here for it. I love Obafemi. There was no reason. No motherfucking reason for him to win King of the Ring just because he's the ruler. Give him a crown. He already has a crown. He's the ruler.
I wish I had a lighter.
For you to give him a title, not even a title match, for you to give him a match with Brock Lesnar, no title match, apparently. You could have just gave the damn thing to Seth Rollins. Just saying. We could have gave this shit to Trick Williams. Just saying. Like,
talk your shit, Nessa.
Shit. Give that shit to Dominic. I don't give a damn what you do. There may no point.
You would.
She was on a roll. She was on a roll.
I had to throw it.
Just had to veer left. Just had to veer left.
I had to throw it in there. You could have gave it to LA Knight. You could have gave shit. Give that shit to Jay. I don't care. It don't make no sense for you to crown this man King of the Ring, for you not to give him a title shot. And we all knew it wasn't going to be Sami Zayn.
Right.
So the only other logical person, Roman Reigns.
So,
but Roman is going to go play in the sandbox with Seth Rollins. So. And I honestly don't care for all you Obafemi fans that are about to come for me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That man should not have won.
No.
That man should not have motherfucking won. It wasn't even geared toward her. I'm saying in general.
I read your thoughts.
I'm sure Nessa read my thoughts too.
Yeah, that's why she ignored it, because she was in the heat of passion of doing this.
Yeah, because apparently people are coming for her.
I mean, anyway, moving on before this gets awkwardly weird. But seriously, though, in all seriousness, let's see, just logic to get
Drinks Coke, sips tea, in a sense.
Here's the thing, though. It's like me. If y'all watched this show previously before United Champions, y'all heard us say Obafemi was not going to win King of the Ring because of one man and one man only.
And it didn't happen.
Which we thought it was going to happen before, or at least at Night of Champions. And we wind up getting Brock and Obafemi anyway at Hell in the Cell. So what was the point of having to win if you're going to write the script saying that, oh, championships come and go. I'll have my time. Give me Brock Lesnar. What person wins the King of the Ring and says, nah, wait later? They want their coronation now. You're the ruler, right? Go after the big dog. Go after the tribal chief. Win that title, but you're going to throw it away for Brock Lesnar. Like, I knew this match was coming, so it made no sense for Brock to win King of the Ring. And to Tessa's point, Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins should have been the finals for the King of the Ring. Because you got that build of Braun Breaker being the future, who has beef with Seth Rollins, who still, long-term wise, wants to end Roman Reigns.
That's the match we got anyway, right?
Which was a banger. You could have did that match. Seth Rollins would have run. Oh, Roman Reigns comes out on Monday Night Raw and gets interrupted by Seth Rollins, which happened. Then you can bring up the whole Shield nostalgia, which would be a side quest because this man was already King of the Ring. So King Seth had a good ring to it, and they dropped the ball on that one. So I don't get it. John, what did you think about the way they wrote this? Because do we have to write the script for them?
No, I think people just not do their homework too. Before this run, the last 3 years of having a champion win that SummerSlam, the King of the Ring, go get a title at SummerSlam. Before that, it only happened 3 other times in WWE history. 94, Owen Hart lost to Bret Hart in Steel Cage. 95, Mabel lost to Diesel. Who was the only person who won the King of the Ring in the Attitude Era that went on to win that SummerSlam?
Well, the
Ruthless Aggression.
I see your point. It was Brock Lesnar.
Exactly. They want to make sure, one, if Oba family is going to be the next big thing, Brock Lesnar does not want him being pretty much a carbon copy of him because he feel like people will forget about his greatness, which is false.
Very false.
Why did they do it this way? Because they want, and I think this is played into what happened with Sammy, what's going on with the women's title, what's going on with Liv Morgan in the Judgment Day. 3 simple words. WrestleMania 43 Riyadh.
And who they booking for that match?
Roman Reigns.
And broken promises.
or
and with
Oba
the broken
Femi.
promise, he ain't even gonna do it.
Plan B,
which is Oba Femi. To make this the biggest match. This is Brock versus The Rock 2027. 25 years later, literally.
Seriously.
But at WrestleMania, as opposed to happening at SummerSlam. They wanted to make this the biggest match ever. And I think now that the Saudis done dipped their hand in the WrestleMania pot, like we said with night about King and Queen of the Ring, they want stars. They want proven over unproven. That's why Raquel didn't win the Queen of the Ring. That's why Liv Morgan was in the Queen of the Ring. That's why Oba Femi beat Jey Uso. Even though you could have won with Seth Rollins. They want this to be spectacle on spectacle times 2 million. And I think the Saudis have a part into why some of the creative decisions have been a little highly questionable. Because now now we're hearing Punk and Cody was supposed to happen in Saudi. Sammy was supposed to win in Saudi. There's like, nope, let's expedite that timetable. Because we want this to be all about the A-listers. That's why Punk, they pivoted to Punk. That's why Liv Morgan was in the tournament. Because the Saudis want the big names to do big things in the kingdom. They're the ones sticking their nose in creative business. That's my feel.
Speaking of creative, Raquel, Speaking of creator, Raquel should have been champion by now. But
and that's part of the reason why I think she's not. Because we know Liv Morgan's not going to make it to WrestleMania. But the Saudis want big names on both sides, whether it's men and women.
I mean, you still could have gave the title to Raquel, and she could have lost before we even got to WrestleMania. So it's not like she would have held the title.
She probably would have held the title
that long to begin with.
But
I mean, you still got money in the bank, so you never know who would have cashed in.
And as long as Liv Morgan's champ, they want to make everything about Liv Morgan. She has to be the number one. And the little thought of Raquel winning the Queen of the Ring and some of the attention being lured off Liv, it seems like it would be logical. But I think they're looking at the pop factor of the moment she loses the Io Sky, or whenever she loses the Women's World Title, and she's pulling the Shawn Michaels where she's poking Diesel in the chest. And basically saying, I made you. I'm who you're not here who I am. You're not here because of me. And next thing you know, she gets Tahana bombed or something, and she's running to the hills like Shawn Michaels did back in Survivor Series 94. This is all. That's why I feel this is this. This is Diesel Shawn Michaels 2026, just the women's version.
But she needs to trigger to be pulled already.
You still could have pulled that off having Raquel win the Queen of the Wing, because Liv would have been like, go to SmackDown, Rhea's hurt, get that title, and she would have pulled up Batista and be like, nah, I'm going to stay right here on Raw.
True.
And still get that Tahana bomb.
But they're not,
regardless.
Like the Saudis don't. We know Raquel's a big name. They don't think she is. Let's just call it what it is.
The Saudis want the A-listers. Their input for Mania.
I feel like they have their input for any show they do in Saudi.
No, yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like their influence is way heavily
the Sheik has
when they come out there. So they give them what they want.
And ESPN is playing a part in this too.
I ain't trying to disparage the female stars, but why do I have a feeling that the Sheik only has influence in the heavyweight championships for the men?
Well, I think you know the answer to that. I think you know the answer to that.
I'm just saying.
That's why, obviously, it's going to be real interesting to see how this road to WrestleMania is going to be, especially since it's going to be really pretty much internationally based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a lot of people, because it is, and it's like you got to start putting rockets on unknown people, not unknown people, but people who've been waiting in line for a hot minute.
That's what the purpose of this tournament was for.
The fan support behind it would have been huge. But I mean, I'm not saying fans are not behind EO,
right?
But
this was the purpose of the King of the Ring.
Girls like Raquel were slowly getting that buzz. Or you could have had JC Jane be in the finals of the Queen of the Ring.
If we want to start building stars,
I ever win.
Right. You want to start building stars, we got to get back to what's the essence of building a star.
Exactly.
King and Queen of the Ring, Money in the Bank, the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good to have an A-lister win every now and then to set up a big main event of WrestleMania. But we can't keep forgetting the main thing is Roman's not going to be around forever. EO's not going to be around forever.
Nope.
Becky, Seth, Cody, Punk, Bianca. We're seeing it around with Bianca. Naomi. You got to start building for the future. Because when you don't build for the future, you have no future.
Yeah, and you're stuck in limbo, and fans are going to have a hard time trying to root for someone because they haven't been pushed. So when they finally get it, it's going to be like one of those Nessa celebrations.
Ladies.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whoop-de-doo. Am I supposed to care?
I just said, throw in the damn towel.
Seriously. But one last piece of business. Once again, the IWC.
Oh boy, let's go. Let's go. I'm waiting for this.
Not jumping to conclusions, making everything racial when it shouldn't be, trying to call out people's political views, don't know their political views to the point that they had to deactivate their Twitter.
My eye is
Chelsea
twitching.
Green.
My entire
Oh, man. This is so stupid.
So the genesis of this whole thing started with. Before I get to Chelsea Green, John, you want to give people the story about the basketball version of this that started this?
Yes, sir. So for those who don't know the story, if you watch the WNBA, y'all seen what's been going on with Caitlin Clark and the Phoenix Mercury, where there was an incident where where Alyssa Thomas put her fist through Caitlin Clark's throat. That led to a scuffle later on where her teammates, Sophie Cunningham and DeWanna Bonner. Now, DeWanna Bonner, who was a former teammate of Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, is also the fiance of Alyssa Thomas. So while they were talking trash, DeWanna Bonner was wagging her finger at Sophie Cunningham. So Sophie Cunningham was like, "Well, I'll do it. I got you back." And she's basically pointing her finger at DeWanna Bonner, and DeWanna Bonner's like, "Don't point your finger at me." And she went and did it the whole time, walked around the court and did it till her coaches had to walk her back to the bench.
For context, what ethnicity was the woman she was pointing at?
She was black.
Okay, continue.
So let's fast forward to what happened Friday night.
Yeah.
6-woman tag. Go ahead.
So Friday night, the baddie section, Michin, B-Fab, Jay Cargill, took on Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, and Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton already gets a bad rep from the Black IWC community for her comment calling someone a boy, which I took it as a racial thing because, let's be honest, sometimes that's how some women talk to men. They call them boy. Take it how you will. So Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton they remade the point, and they was pointing at the baddie section. And everyone online is like, wow, Tiffany Stratton showed her true colors again. She's doing this. She's pointing, how dare she point at Jay Cargill like that? Drag Chelsea Green into it, saying, oh, I should have known she was part of the MAGA. I should have known, she showed her true colors. First of all, the WNBA player went on her podcast and said she said no words. She just pointed at the person.
And she's not a Republican. She's a Democrat.
There you go. And Chelsea Green, who's not even American, by the way, was called a MAGA because she and Tiffany Stratton pointed at Jay Cargill. So moving forward, every time Nessa and JoJo point their finger at me, am I supposed to call them racist?
Let me add another part to that also. While everyone was quick to rip Chelsea and Tiffany, they was all loving Charlotte Flair because she did nothing. Because Charlotte Flair clearly understood the assignment.
Now, to clarify that, I don't care who takes offense to it. If we know you, hey, it is what it is. But to sit there and say Charlotte Flair knew the assignment because she did nothing, no. Charlotte Flair, the character, does not rock with Tiffany Stratton or Chelsea Green. She said it multiple times. We're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
Her only friend is Alexa. So when those two are out doing shenanigans, of course Charlotte's going to stand there. She ain't worried about them too. She just want to go to work. So quit trying to make it seem like Charlotte Flair is standing up for the cause and standing up for the culture. I mean, she could be, personally, whatever, but that's neither here nor there. But quit. There was nothing racial about the point. So now we have a problem pointing at people. Now that's a trigger now. It's like the community needs to relax and quit. You can't smile at a person now without, she's smiling at me. That's racist. I don't like it.
Look, I'm one of those people who are like, why are you pointing at me? What's up? Why are you looking at me? What's up?
What did I do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But but that has nothing to do with race, because you could be white, black, blue, yellow, and if you pointing at me or looking at me, why the fuck you looking at me? Why you pointing at me? What's up?
Do we need
and the girl was just being petty, like, oh, don't point at you?
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened at the game. She was getting pointed at, so she pointed right back.
How's that racial?
How
People
was,
out there?
if anything, she was mimicking somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
She was mimicking somebody, and they didn't like the fact that she was mimicking her. Well, then you should have been pointing at her in the first place.
Hello.
And then not just that, she's in a sport. I'm sorry. You're going to be sitting there talking trash. Y'all, like, so only one side can talk trash, not the other. I'm not here for that. Especially for someone that played sports. I was in faces. I was talking shit. And I didn't give a fuck what color you were.
And if you look at Chelsea Green's face,
that girl was beast. That girl was a beast. Shout out to Nessie.
If you look at Chelsea and Tiffy's face, they was clearly being sarcastic. They did the duck lips, and Chelsea couldn't even keep a straight face when she was doing it. And this whole theory that she was basically bullying Jade Cargill. And then this whole theory, I see someone on Twitter say, being a bully. First of all, you're not bullying Jade Cargill. You're not bullying Me Chin. You're not bullying BFAB. Let's cut the narrative out. Let's cut the BS out, please.
And people want to bring up Chelsea Green when she spoke about Tessa Blanchard being a bully in the locker room. That woman was a legit straight up bully. So they want to use it. They want to use it against her and say, "Oh, she's playing a victim of someone else being a bully, but she turns on a bully." So, what did she bully Jade Cargill over? What did she do? What did she say? Did she have her run errands? Did she call her this? Did she call her that? Or did she just point on national television?
Did we have a problem with Jade Cargill, Mike and Charlotte Flair's Ric Flair strut?
Oh, that's racist, John. That's racist against white people.
Get out of here,
man. They don't count that anyway.
Man, that was all fun.
Like
Nessa said, it was talking trash.
Black Twitter needs to relax because you're taking something that people take seriously about, that real stuff going. Mind you, during that time, you had 250 white supremacist people walking the streets of Washington, D.C., but yet you want to worry about Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton doing a finger point. Bigger issues going on at the White House, but you want to worry about a finger point.
About the wrong things.
And again, this is why you don't mix politics with entertainment, because you are really not going to like what their personal views are. And again, you made an assumption thinking that just because she's white, that she's bad.
She's Canadian.
And
I don't even think she can vote in the United States.
She can't.
No, she said she can't. And she said if she did, she would vote for the other side. And she said if she did, she would vote for the other side because she wants the president who believes in human rights.
But even
do your research.
We talked about this when all that bullshit about Roman.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it then.
We're watching
There's
a
lot of black people. There's a lot of black people, a lot of famous blacks who's on the right side. They just don't want to come out and say it because they don't want to be crucified.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really, truly find out about your favorites, because they've also been saying shit about Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was also on the end of that.
Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know.
Oh yeah, they call Raquel Mega the Stallion.
Yes. We're watching a product. And that's on you. Again, if you do not want to watch and you don't want to like this person because you think their political views or they don't match your political views, that is on you. Truly. It truly is. But for you to say that she's bullying someone and then you go bully them online, please make that make sense. Please make that make sense.
Keyboard warriors.
you keyboard thugs, and that's what you guys are gonna say behind the screen. Because when it comes about that life, y'all ain't about that life.
Because I guarantee we was in Vegas. We was in Vegas. I saw plenty of people lining up to meet Chelsea Green.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I saw plenty of people to see Raquel. I saw plenty of people waiting to watch.
2 people on the screen. 2 people on the screen. Faith alert.
What's going on, Faith?
My boo is in the comments. Hi, boo.
Not your hands. You're going to knock them out into the next century.
The Enforcer arrived in the chat with a cameo in the chat.
But, yeah, man. And I feel bad for Chelsea because she had to go. She had to go online and defend herself and she was called people out for assuming.
Stupid, man. Stupid. You good?
Yeah,
starting out there.
She's like, I don't know.
The key is under the mat. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Yo, you good? He's under the mat. Jesus Christ.
But she had to come out to defend herself and to let everybody know, you're assuming my political views. Like I was saying earlier, if you knew your research about Chelsea Green, like I said before, she's a foreigner. She can't vote in the United States. She has dual citizenship, and none of them includes the United States. Mm-hmm. She has to get a visa to work in the United States. So how can she be part of that political party if she can't even be a part of any political party? So,
and I'm not gonna say just because she's Canadian, she can't be racist.
Right.
She has never ever have I seen. And again, I'm not a fan of Chelsea Green. I tolerate Chelsea Green.
Protect her at all times.
But she has never shown any type of thing for her to be racist.
At all. That's like the nicest, humblest woman ever.
And again, like I said, just because she's a foreigner, she's not, she's this, she's that. We don't know. We don't know these people. But racism comes in all shape, colors.
Whoa. Now, please tell me that's New York Giants and not San
Look,
Francisco
as a Giants fan, you speaking back. Sir, what?
Please be a New York Giants fan, not a San Francisco. Please be New York.
Are we talking football or baseball?
Please be football. Please be football.
Sir, for the sake of this podcast, do not answer that question.
Please be football. Please be football.
Hi, Channel X3.
We reserve your right to remain silent.
So we gotta read his Miranda rights. Or what?
Yeah, because if he's talking about something,
you have the right to protect your political views. You have the right to protect your sports allegiances.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna say for that that's on. He's a New York Giants fan. He's been tortured a lot post those Eli years.
He's not. I know what he is, and if he is,
this is what we doing. We doing this. What we doing? I made this song. You like it or what? How about
no? Talk about it. Nell said it.
Yes!
That's right. They shouldn't be watching the Fed. Period. Exactly.
Yeah.
I like him.
I mean,
shout out to Fire Pro again.
WWE is a known supporter of the president, but yet y'all still watch the product. So why you worrying about the employees?
Taker said, look, we just called Taker the Booker of the Year, and we all know he's Republican. And Taker said it. He loves Mick Foley. He still loves Batista. He disagrees with what they think politically, but he said if he was if they walked in the locker room today,
he would still show them love.
He would still hug Mick Foley. He would still hug Batista. Brodus Clay said the same thing. Batista was always like the most humblest dude. He'll come down to OVW and FCW and put the young ones on game and everything. But it's like Mick Foley had to make it clear that he's not there because of his political views. That's his choice. That's his choice. That's his choice.
Yep.
If you knew where your favorite,
if you don't like it,
don't support.
Go ahead, John.
Your favorite athlete or entertainer, they're probably supporting a side you don't believe in.
Yeah.
Mind your motherfucking business once again.
That seems to be the theme of the night.
And if you don't like that,
Shout out to you, Sophie.
you know what, John? You know what, John? That's staying.
Yeah.
I'm
Shout out
not
to you, Sophie.
touching you.
Shout out to you,
I'm
Sophie.
not-
I'm not yet. I'm not touching you.
Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to Sophie.
That's-
Shout out to Sophie.
That's
Sophie
that's
Cunningham.
staying now. That's staying
Got
now.
you.
That's staying now.
Sophie
So
Cunningham.
I hope and pray. I hope and pray that people don't see the Tahana's point and automatically get us canceled because that's a racist gesture.
Tyrese Halliburton, get her at a WWE event, please.
I wish someone would.
Tyrese
I
Halliburton,
wish someone would.
McAfee, get her at
Listen,
McAfee, get her at a WWE event.
I wish
That's
someone
staying.
would.
That is so staying.
I wish
But get it on to the. This is what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way. Montez.
I know it's
Pause.
late, but I know good.
Sir,
Well, in the
Sir.
year of Lord 2026. Talk your shit, Faith.
Yeah. People losing their mind, Faith. People losing their mind. Pause,
but,
Tez. Pause.
Montez, I know you're missing wifey. I know you're such in a hurry to get that baby out of there so you can probably start again. I
Still
know.
can do it.
I know.
I'm yeah, there
But-
ain't nothing wrong with it. She that will start the labor.
I said what I said.
What's up, to
But the point is, but the point is,
Hi,
sir,
Corey.
this is not okay,
Hey.
sir.
Pause.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. What was wrong with it?
Hold on, he can move over. I'll sit in.
Nessa, June
You and JoJo have
is
fun
over
that.
with.
That's not,
My man was having
No,
fun.
here's
My man was getting it. Like
let's analyze the photo real quick, right? So Montez is getting his business in, right? You got the security guard number one looking beyond the belt. You know,
hold on.
analyzing his
hi,
Tanisha.
Tanisha.
See you tomorrow,
analyzing-
girl.
analyzing his thoughts about what's the next situation gonna be, and then you got you got the sister on the right, like get it, Tez, get it,
Yeah.
Tez. I wish that was me, but I ain't
Dawk-
judging. Then you
Dawkins,
got Dawkins here with the John look like, hey yo, fam.
That's exactly what
Are you
that's exactly
good?
that's exactly what Dawkins said. I guarantee you. That's exactly what he says.
We had magic. We had magic Tez.
Listen,
Yes.
like this.
Yes.
Listen, this man is going through so much withdrawals right now. I'm glad
Shout out
they
to you, Corey.
hurried and took the pilots off of this so this man
Hey,
can go home.
welcome. Yes.
That's
Like
right.
I told someone the other day on Facebook. Oh no, JoJo said proceed with caution, and I'm like, yeah, proceed with caution.
That's exactly who I told.
We go-
to proceed with caution.
we
I'm assuming-
we are definitely gonna make you laugh. We gonna make you question some things,
Yeah.
and not all of us bite, but you know,
If I'm
We
right,
Well, I mean, actually, we all do, but
Right.
it depends on what and who and where. But anyway,
some more
uh,
fire pro.
but welcome. Hi. But
yeah.
yes, I don't see no
And
problem
for
with
the
it because that man was
What up, Tanisha?
getting it.
Yeah. And listen,
So much
as
chocolate.
I understand, but wrong person. So yeah, that man, rethinking his life goals for a second.
I can imagine
So-
wifey in the back of watching that screen.
Exactly. She was sitting there
Right,
like,
if-
"You gonna
if-
get it."
If that was Beyonce,
And if you
he's gonna be like, she's probably
Hey,
gonna do that. She's
if
probably
you
gonna do
truly
that, but
think
she's
about
gonna
it-
be like,
If you truly think about it, he was being respectful to his wife because he's not gonna go out there and grind on some female.
listen. So grinding on another male is safe for the marriage.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
You,
I know this
you
doesn't.
don't
I know
get
this.
my-
I know this doesn't apply to you ethically wise, but
This is a sick Negro.
Look,
Sick freak.
look.
Sick freak.
If I know my man don't go that way, it's not gonna bother me. It's not. It's not. And like JoJo said, Bianca was probably in the back, like,
listen. Listen,
Yeah, you
y'all-
better get
y'all-
it.
This is how we
different.
got here. This is how we got
Exactly.
here.
This is how she,
Yes.
you know.
Tez, you can still put in that work. Trust me, I know you can still put in that work, even though you can still put in that work.
Listen, man.
Still put in that
listen,
work.
The
So
Tahanas might think
technically, respectfully, he did that out of respect for his wife.
listen,
And not to the security guard. That's
despite what the Tahanas feel, because they're a different breed. We love them so much.
Tanisha agrees with me. What are you talking about?
I said what I said.
The facts are facts.
That is a grade A yellow flag. That's a foul. That's roughing the passer.
That's flagrant. That's a penalty. Red flag.
That's like, listen. I'm pretty sure that man didn't think he was gonna clock in, get his munions, and be Chris Brown almost by Montez.
Shout out to Chris Brown.
Christopher Maurice Brown.
Christopher Maurice Brown.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing, boo. Keep doing what you're
His
doing.
name is Maurice. It's crazy.
Yes, Corey. Encroachment. That is a great
dude.
perfect example.
Offside.
Encroachment.
Not encroachment, encroachment. Okay.
That part.
Hey,
That's what I said.
Oh, you know what, Joe? God damn it, Joe.
encroachment. That's funny. Encroachment. Someone's trying to.
But yeah.
Oh man, encroachment.
Yeah.
Boy.
Anywho, moving along. Don, you're this
Corey,
is
if
what
this isn't proof enough as to what I told you, welcome.
Yeah. Just stay tuned, Corey. It gets better. James E. Cornette. When James E. Cornette, Jim Cornette, former longtime manager, promoter, obviously, and he has one loudmouth SOB. So recently he went off on Twitter about shows, saying how certain fans had a feeling of shows, blah blah blah, and he got to this little back and forth exchange with with NXT's newest cult sensation, Mason Rook, because he's quick comment and question. I love the Fab Four, and first and foremost, and he also
I said when I motherfucking
Hey,
why not match that 5 times?
when? Where?
Well,
Oh Jesus!
Anytime, baby. Anytime.
Jesus Christ, on Latter-day Saints. I have a hard time dealing with 2, with 3.
Anytime.
So,
whoa.
wait. Slow down. Time out. Coach.
Whoa.
Hold on, coach.
Oh. Chill out.
Let's let that marinate. But James E. Cornette got into it with the newest sensation in NXT, Mason Rook, because he's big, he's bad, and he'll body slam your dad. And Jim Cornette just had the nerve, because Mason Rook had his first match, and he was thanking all his family and friends who made the trip from England to see him down at NXT. And Jim Cornette had to say the most out-of-pocket thing, calling him a human waterbed.
I mean, some girls might like that, but anyway, go ahead.
All he had to simply say was, I wasn't referring to you and your family coming to see your match. But he just always has to go over that line step, like that, cross that line. Like, I haven't seen the Dark Side of the Ring episode on TNA yet. I'm trying to find a way to watch it. But he did admit the infamous rumors about what he said to Vince Russo. It is true. He admitted it. He was on some real Bin Laden stuff with Vince Russo. Yes.
Back to the story.
But this was out of pocket. This man is a super heavyweight. You didn't have to go there. You didn't have to go there. All you had to simply say was, I wasn't referring to you. Your story's fine. But you just had to cross that line, body shame this dude who John Cena has put over just because you just had to be the smartest guy in the room. James Z. Cornette, what are you doing? Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Nessa, JoJo, you got anybody? You want to?
Yes.
Go ahead, Nessa.
It also ties into Montez Ford, but it's not where you think I'm about to go.
Oh, I thought it was gonna tie into that.
Oh,
The Street Profits lost their titles on Monday.
No, I'm tying into that.
Okay. Am I happy? No, not really. But we already know why. Someone's about to give birth. Both of them, actually, because they're about the same, around the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Division 1. And the Division 1 because of one, Maxine Dupree. Okay.
Oh.
Now this is what I'm getting to. This is where I'm going, okay? I am over all of you acting like there can't be more than one couple in the WWE. Over it. I get it. Maybe she shouldn't have done the uppies. I mean, people like that, they got, girls, we like to get lifted up and kissed, and, so it is what it is. We like uppies.
You think her husband ain't did that to her?
We like uppies, okay? They are not lived what was said, son? Tubi?
There were a Tubi version of Living Dom.
Yeah. No, because you guys try to pull the same bullshit with an actual married couple with Aleister Black and Zelina, that they were a Temu version of Scarlett and Cross. Okay. So that happened. Now let's get into your dumbasses about kayfabe and reality. Yes, Maxine Dupree is married to someone on NXT.
Cam Hendricks.
Okay. You don't think that her husband was made aware about what she was about to do? Not only that, you don't think he understands because he's in the same business, that they're in the business of entertainment and acting? So just because she is married does not mean she cannot do her job. And I'm pretty sure everything that transpired on Monday was told ahead of time to her husband. Because I'm pretty sure if something was uncomfortable or she didn't want to do it, it would not have got done. So stop bringing outside of the WWE life into the WWE, because yes, they're married. Their character is not married. It was never put on WWE that she was married to the character.
Nope.
Damian Priest and Will Levice are together. Their characters are not together. Dominic Mysterio.
Exactly.
Dominic Mysterio. Technically, Dominic Gutierrez is married. Dominic Mysterio is with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, who we can speculate that she is either engaged or married. Gianna Daddio is with that dude. Liv Morgan is with Dominic Mysterio. Dumb asses. Y'all need to just shut the hell up.
Please.
Just one thing.
Go ahead.
And mind your... Oh, go ahead, Jordan.
And mind your motherfucking business. Okay, thank you. Because apparently, like Nessa said, this needs to be the theme today.
I mean, yeah,
That's the theme of the.
my man Pools, he got game like that,
No, Dom Mysterio's Nessa's man.
That's my papi. He got game.
He said Dom pulling any girl he wants. No. He pulled Nessa.
What I tell you about doing that? You were about to catch some hands, sir.
now we don't like the pendejos all of a sudden. Okay.
Now when you're using it on him, you're calling him. You're using it on him. Okay. But we can use it on everybody. Everybody
truth,
else,
though.
that could have been given to the IWC because
It's
they
true.
muy pendejo.
Don't even touch some grass.
It's true, though.
Go get
But it's
lost
the
in a
truth.
safari, okay?
Rolling
Damn.
bitch.
Damn. And not the good safari either. But yeah, so George, you want you
Don't you just-
I'm
No.
just it just again the lack of common sense, the lack of logic boggles me sometimes. We love you, Faye.
but yes,
Where you going? Sit back down, ma'am.
She got some snacks to get. I ain't mad at you. But now we're gonna
Exactly. Call him daddy.
get to the acknowledgments. So I want to bring this one up because as y'all remember, we talked about former AEW star Rebel who was diagnosed with ALS, and don't know when her life expectancy is going to end. So she's been doing everything and everywhere, using all her resources to bring awareness to ALS. And recently, former Tennessee Titans star running back, Chris Johnson, aka CJ2K, had revealed that he was also now suffering
Broke my
from
heart.
ALS,
Broke
which
my
I
heart.
know this had a touched a string on John because he talked about 1 minute he was holding his kids and the next minute he can't even pick them up.
Can't even talk.
So
Can't even talk now.
with him being a girl dad, I can sympathize. So Marshawn Lynch, former running back of the NFL, have started to bring back the ice bucket challenge to raise awareness to ALS, which is in support because football is a fraternity. They're always going to look out for one another, especially the running back committee. So WWE's United States champion Trick Williams decided to be the first superstar to start this trend, and this is what he did.
It's your boy Trick Williams. I'm here in support Chris Johnson with the ALS, raising awareness for the cause, donations and money and everything like that. And I nominate Julius Creed, Lash Legend, anybody else in the WWE universe. Let's talk about it.
I got goosebumps because I know that shit was cold.
Yeah, and Trick being a former, college superstar, and he had a brief stint in NFL. Of course, he's going to stand up and bring awareness to that. So I would just want to acknowledge Trick for doing something that big, bringing back that challenge started years ago, and now they're bringing it back to bring awareness because it's something that happens in real life, no matter the age. It could be from children to grown adults to elderly adults. So the fact that he took it upon himself to do that's I love it. So hopefully we start seeing more WWE superstars or wrestlers from all over pick up this trend. So shout out,
Chris, I see you, girl.
shout out to Trick.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I did it too. I remember when it first started, we did it. I know I did it one time with a church. It was dope.
I think I remember seeing that.
It was at their church picnic.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to my brother LC.
So shout out to Trick, man. That was a beautiful gesture. So this one, the other acknowledgement is John's acknowledgement, but I'm pretty sure also everyone is going to piggyback on this one. So John, go ahead.
We had a sad loss over the weekend in the WWE family. If y'all noticed, Charlotte Flair's been wearing a lot of 90s real glittery gear to the ring. That was inspired by a little girl named Scarlett Guillen. Scarlett was diagnosed with pediatric cancer at the age of 5. and she lost that battle on Sunday at the age of 8. Her and Charlotte, she has established a connection with other WWE superstars. I saw LA Knight and Chelsea Green. They went to visit her when she was in the Seattle Children's Hospital. LA Knight did a very, very beautiful post about his interactions with little Scarlett. But it was the connection she had with actually Elizabeth Flair that will always stand out. We first saw her at War Games. We've seen her at WrestleMania. And obviously now she's no longer suffering. One of the first in prayers out to her parents. No parent deserves to bury their child no matter what age. I work in the funeral business. I've seen this too many times. And I want to acknowledge Charlotte Flair, LA Knight, Chelsea Green, all those superstars who out to visit this little girl, and any kid that's in the hospital, whether it's in Children's Hospital here in LA, St. Jude. Y'all know what y'all have a platform and y'all use it. And obviously John Cena is the king of the Make-A-Wish.
Yep.
But tonight we want to dedicate tonight's show to Scarlett and the Guillen family.
Yep.
Because this one hit hard to home for me because my daughter's 9.
Yeah.
And I cannot just fathom what that father, especially what that mother, is going through. And everyone who stepped up to that GoFundMe, salute to y'all too.
And I know JoJo shares that because her daughter is 11, so that's close in that age bracket. So it's when you have children around that age, or children, period. I know that hits home because Nessa got, she's a godmother of many, so I know that it would hit her too. So shout out to
don't throw them, don't bring them kids this way. Stay away.
Shout out to Charlotte because at least she got to go to WrestleMania.
Get your nephews.
She got to go to SummerSlam, so she got to live her best life as a WWE fan. So shout out to that family. But we're gonna do her justice because we gonna put some smiles on our faces and everybody else at home, and use their thinking caps as well because we got a new game before we head on out of here. It's another edition of promote, turn. Pretty much we're gonna flip the script. We're Triple H, so we're gonna flip the script real quick. So who's gonna be a babyface? Who's gonna be a heel? And who's getting a championship match?
Oh boy!
So this one I'm interested to see because I already know one person's choice, but she could surprise me. So here's So who are you gonna turn face? Solo, Roxanne, Trick, Drew McIntyre, Austin Theory. Who are you turning heel? Cody Raheem, Jey Uso, CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Tiffany Stratton. I mean, four out of that list is pretty much borderline teetering anyway, but I digress. And who are you going to give a championship match to? Chelsea, Braun Breaker, Randall, LA Knight, and of course, one Dominic Mysterio.
He's not my dad.
Yes, he is.
We discussed
All
this
right,
one.
JoJo, you're up. JoJo, you're up first.
I'm gonna go with what I already discussed. Turn one face, ain't none of them turning face.
Nope.
No. Turning one heel. I want to see Sammy turn heel. I want to see him flip shit. Make one champion. I need Daddy Orton. Okay.
That's for 15.
Oh, I need that. That was easy.
Vanessa?
Yeah. None of them are turning face because ain't no way. They need to stay heels and leave it like that because they was not good as faces. Cody Raheem is turning heel. Okay. And I'm making, since JoJo said Randy because obviously, I want to make LA Knight champion.
Oh, what did I tell you, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I knew she might surprise me.
my
I knew
obvious
she might
choice,
surprise me.
but
But who says
got
Destiny can't
those-
think logically?
the 3 at the end though, those are my choices to make champion.
Mhm.
Of course.
If it was my wish, I'd make all 3 of them champion. Just saying.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that actually is possible. John,
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make this unanimous. Keep none of them superstars are for good faces. Roxanne would probably been the closest because I've seen her as a face in NXT. Obviously, we've seen we've seen her so much as a heel since she left NXT and in the Judgment Day. I don't think she can until she leaves the Judgment Day. There's no turning back right now. So I would have said Cody for the sake of to be different. I'm gonna say Punk. I've seen the straight edge society. I lived through the straight edge society era, and man, I'll see Punk. And since you went with LA Knight, I'm gonna go with Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I see why people, you guys are saying none of them are good as face, but here's the plot twist. Usually, when you have that edge, you can play a face with that edge. What you guys are thinking is they were just pure faces without any edge to them, without any character development to them. These guys got character development now. So, with her attitude and her tenacity, I would go with Roxanne because you can still be a tweener and still be able to do what she still does and get cheered for it. In my opinion. Turning someone heel, I'm not gonna say Punk because who said Punk was ever a babyface? If you really think about it. With the way he is now, I want to see Jay crash all the way out. Like embrace that role 100% and just be a menace to society. Legally within wrestling.
Have a good night, Bill. Nice to meet you.
See you Monday. To make champion, I'm gonna go with John and say Chelsea because that woman is despite what Michael PSAs may think, this woman is a champion uncrowned. She was built to be champion. I mean, make it happen. Make it happen. Second choice would have been LA Knight, and of course, eventually Dominic Mysterio would become champion. I called it for like a year now, so I'm basically waiting for that to happen. But that's it for the show. Appreciate everyone that stuck around. We went slightly into overtime, but it was a lot. Yeah, John.
Programming note: I'll put the information out tomorrow. I will be a guest on the Main Event Mamas tomorrow for part 2 of their men's mental health forum. And I want to ask you guys one quick question. Who got next? Callie, Kelani, Lola.
I mean, Lola already become champion, so it has to be Kalani.
You got. I'm leaning towards Kelani.
Yeah.
Winner gets a shot at Kendall Gray.
Yeah.
And Nikita Lyons, don't ever do that again.
Listen, that girl's spectrum tilted a little bit.
I defend
She was trying to throw them bows. What are you talking about?
She
throwing
threw
them
nothing.
bows.
Her legs were doing one thing. The bottom half was doing one thing. The top half was doing the whole other. And then the weight top was doing another.
She came in like a cartoon character that hasn't finished drawing yet and was, turned around and just got mollywopped. I mean, when you are a champion of a division, you ain't supposed to get beat down like that.
Well, she got put through the table at her own championship celebration tonight on Evolve.
That's not something when you want to get put through. It's the mattress.
Y'all, good night.
And
shout out to you, Mike D, Jody.
Happy birthday, Jody!
Yeah. Like, come on, Nikki. You know, we was happy for you that you won your well, I was happy for you that you won your championship.
I was too.
Like, don't embarrass the brand.
And she's
I'm
and
just saying.
Dora said, obviously, Big Mama Lovely was like, "What the hell is this lady doing?" And Dora
sister was tripping.
And
Don't
Dora
do that.
That was she had the Y. That was the YI. She hit her with the YI auto walk.
I'm telling.
That sister was tripping. She couldn't get the
that was the YI auto walk. Like she walked in so fast, like YI auto.
YI auto.
Boom.
Girl, go open a can of spinach. Chill out.
You kind of sound like Ricky Ricardo for a second there, but I get what you're doing. But listen,
that's how Grandpa used to get these greens. Told me it was made me have spent muscles like Popeye. Real talk.
We will see y'all Monday. Tribal War Zone. You know what I'm saying? That is the Times of Chaos. That is Miss Nessa. That is Mrs. JoJo. That is the spinach guy himself. Main event John. I am Cho. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Sports for you on Friday. Mark, Nick, and John. You know what I'm saying? Best in the West. And we will see y'all.
The world premiere of Master Debaters next Tuesday.
Master D's, yes.
I didn't say that.
We said that.
Master D's.
As Cody would say, join the D-rate.
It's the legend. It's the legend. It's the legend.